Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Ncaa and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. Fair catch called for and made. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense takes the field. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Looking for room. It's Sanders. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The Sweet Feet buy a little time, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Now on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. And oftentimes you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer portal.
It throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. To the air, it's Sellers. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Monarchs moving quickly to...
Yard line. Second down.
Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Old Dominion. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. He's up to 49 yards rushing already. You want to... the running game, they're doing that in the season opener. Moving away from pressure. He'll throw one to his right. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. No gain on 1st down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Throwing right. More than 3,000 feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kid Brewer Stadium. The Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. To throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. So the App State Mountaineers offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Catch in the middle, it's Tucker. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to fit in there, trying to make a play. Obviously, 3rd and long. You got to get it past the sticks, but you also got to make sure I'm dialed in and my feet are in order, and then my eyes get tied together with my hands. It was just a little bit off on that throw.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They're trying to get to him. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Rogers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Collins. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement to get some points.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they get to him. Quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, NC State! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. That one comes out hot down the right side.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they execute and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. A third and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this.
NC State quick to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Finds a crease at the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead. A little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. ULM looked less like a group of Warhawks and more like a bunch of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode and try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going in their half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Starts to scramble to the left. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. leaves it with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chain. Makes a connection. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that is no good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. Looking for a gap. It's Smothers. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Rodgers. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires and picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Ncaa State has the edge. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Tucker. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, give on the inside. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful. See those sticks and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Man, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks, but man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop, so you see this all...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, App State! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6. He did just that.
He'll bring it out. It's Everett. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
With the catch, it's Grimes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Heaves it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They keep attacking through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Grimes. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Keeps the legs moving.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Rodgers. Looks as if NC State has a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They'll try the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you're down late in the game. You got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, the running back has it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays. Welcome to Kid Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Toledo Rockets offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. And the Rockets will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. The Mountaineers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staff. We asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Runs through a tackle. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, App State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. App State, 7. Toledo, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Fires to the big fella. The Rockets will hustle to the line.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys,
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Grabbed behind the line, it's Roberts. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Tucker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. The Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. It's a forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They give it to him again. Runs into a wall. They'll give it 1 out to the 8. The Rockets in the hurry-up. Johnson looking to throw. Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got great speed. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And you want to talk about game tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Off the boot, looking for his man. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Yeah, and you could tell he wanted to get it to the big man. And I would too, by the way. You got a 6-foot footer.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And they're going to send the field goal unit out there to try to knock one in from the next time zone. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rockets.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Working on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score App State 14, Toledo.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Rockets racing to the line in the hurry-up. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that ball is picked off.
Cornerbacks have to have great instincts, and they have to have great field awareness. They got to understand where they are and how that relates. You got to understand the sidelines there. So I don't need to get too close to the sideline. He understood that. Understand the receiver didn't have very much space to work with, takes advantage of it, and makes the big interception.
Leaves it with the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the ground. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Working the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Catch in the middle. It's all. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's right on target. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Johnson looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the... looking to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's
taking the shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's not afraid to go deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and
going to take a shot at this DB. Incomplete. This third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but up a lot of yards in front of him. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. The Rockets want to crank the tempo. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Line getting set on second down. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Shoots it to the left. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The toss to the outside. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Rockets are in the hurry-up.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And stampeding through the defense. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Rockets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They're going to run it to the right. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Roberts. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He'll go to the sneak. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Johnson looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Shaw. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. That completion delivers a 1st down. He wants to throw. Back open in the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Rockets have pushed it inside the 20. He's got his man. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Back to the air one more time. Just threw that one way too far.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. The Mountaineers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles.